here in the street. Whoa, these are different looking calluses than before. Vendel, dost thou see yonder pair of talos? For a blessing they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, your Stoller and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with aether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as were a myriad of materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. I'll give you some wood. My thanks, Benhill. Directly to the south, thou wilt find a dry dock, Renmont Yards. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. Okay. I'm telling you, URMJ's dialogue is something else. I should be late for Northeast. That's actually unfortunate. Well, that's not a goal for it. And then we can go for the MSQ. Shouldn't be too far. Okay, where's that? Northeast, no west. Northeast, wow, that's the west. Should be close now. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Of course. Let me see the map here. Of course. I guess that's what the bottom rung is for. I mean, the ladder is for to get up there. Get that paper current. Hey, you live and learn. I apologize, my connection's a bit unstable. I'm really having some weird connection issues today. Alright, here we go. Ho there, sinner. Haven't you seen you around here? New to Gate Town, I take it. If you need lumber for a shack, you come to the right place. We can do the building for you, too. That'll cost extra. Got a million gil. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? Because I want to. Oh, press one. But look, I'm not the one to turn folk for it. I'll give you lumber if you do me a favor in return, of course. I just finished taking stock of our supply, and I was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do accounting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some lumber is lying about the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can talk to Bristol for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. Take stock of the supply of lumber at the shipyard. What you learn can be reviewed in your key items. Okay. really need to count these? 11. Oh, wow, the game counts for me. Yeah. 11 planks. Take a sock for E3, are you? Last I counted, we had 68 planks here in the storehouse here. 9 of those were rotted though, so we tossed them out. These are 68. 68, that would be 59, there's 11, 60, 70. 13 planks all in total, but one's damaged. It's all good for kindling now. So 82. Right then, bring the good ones here, and I'm sure we'll let Ethan know as well. 82. So how many planks does that make now? You're writing it down, those numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. You jot down details of the conversation. I believe that's 82. Nope. That's your top. Where am I missing? They were talking to me. Let's add a circle. There's something I must be missing here. What am I missing? I'm sorry for running around in circles, but I have the slightest clue where you start. On top for sure. What am I missing with this one? Maybe it's up here? Ah, knew it. Okay. $24 points, so I got 82. So that's 106 of it. Let's see if I can read this. Oh wait, 24, 11. Oh, my face is covered in it, that's why. Okay. Let's see. 11 is stack. 24 is stack, so 11, 24, that's 35. Oops, I messed up my number count, so it's 106. Yep. You were serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. While it's a living, we wish to do something greater. I even said 106 earlier. Wow. What is wrong with me? Must be the residual freaking heat stress. Or I'm just tired. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon you mind the likes of us barging in on this project? You're welcome to help. Wonderful. I'll run the lads and lasses. We'll head over to the ladder, along with the lumber you need. All right, here we go. And I apologize for the late stream. I didn't get off until I got off work until like 6:30. It was I went in at 7. It was a long day. And if you wonder, I help build ponds. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Thou did. Well, to secure not only material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not, but that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue to on our way once more. Though it has been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes bearing us ever onward towards journey's end. Whatsoever may wait us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. Something else. A view from above. Urianger is wearing a pensive look. But prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. For the present, did it get darker? Thou appear would have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst. Can't even say that correctly. Thine ease for a time, thou wilt need every ounce. My God, I cannot say so many words. Of thy strength for the child ahead. I guess we're just gonna chill out. Oh, excuse me. All right.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulemore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
This guy. Yeah, he may be slightly evil.
Do you
possibly
know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason?
But he's one of my favorites. So mysteriously badass.
You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones. A difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise.
I didn't conquer anybody.
It's a compliment. Take it. Ah, the vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarant. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
Yeah, remember what?
Never mind.
Oh, I forgot. Maybe there's another variant of me?
The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero.
Yeah, I wonder what he's talking about.
There was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exarch? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl? What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
Wonder now. Cheeky butthole.
Oh, I knew you could do it, dearest. I never doubted you for a moment.
Oh, they're up and running again. Look at that.
It's alive. I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude.
Yep. I know that recently.
Time wears you down, Hai. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt. I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett Selk. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Yep. Ain't that the truth?
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
Yeah, let's go kick some
That's the
ass.
spirit. Come on then.
Right.
We rode the ladder too,
Vulture.
my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day. Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
Okay, now I can find that Aether. Yep, there's Alpha. We finally here at the top row. The others should do it a right or a long. I'll put up and he'll come up here. There's something you need to see. What could this be about? Missed that stairs. Here, no. Wait. There's a village over there, up in the over to the northeast. So there is. After 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated limit had long since been abandoned. Nor I, but that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should be out there. Go on and take a look if they hope. Alright. Wait, the bird. I know, but the bird. It's a little birdie. Birdie. What the hell? Mysterious person. You have a look at the mysterious person, however, it seems to likewise spotted you, and hurry to turn back to the village. Oh, some sneaky happening here. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? Yep. I can investigate them with my sword. I'm curious too, I must admit. And I dare say we have a bit of timer that others are sent. Let's settle then. Let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. I did not mean to summon Midgard Samar. However, I am going to switch. Definitely look at that 8 point. She's doing or something. Oh, it looks like he's trying to get me hard. The only reason why I don't want it just, ride mounts to feel like the music in the background. So, very close. There it is. But we're going to the village first. I'm sure we'll run into an Aether current sooner or later when we head in that direction. What? Dried rectals. Buoys were hung out to dry in the sun quite recently by your reckoning. You hear faint sounds from inside the building. However, the door refuses to budge. So we're going half-empty cup. Cups are half empty or half full, depending how you see such things. Of course, I like to see the cup is half full. What about you guys? Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. So some meals are definitely recently begun. Alpha, no. What do you think? What news, Pendejo? Were you able to find anything of note? People are definitely still living here. Indeed, there's no one seen, but it's plain that this village is anything but abandoned. If the villagers are still trying to conceal themselves, they are doing a rather poor job of it. Wow. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? Everybody, put your hand on your chin and pretend to think. I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? What? That's the guy we're chasing. You're Tristal, the artist from Umar. You remember, ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you, bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine we would meet again, and here of all places. We could say the very same to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you're hale and whole. Tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Umar. How did you get up there? As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me to a secret tunnel which led to the top of Bright Cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. We did, at any rate, until Mike Gula broke away from the earth, and then just suddenly the ladder started moving again. And you feel whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Yeah, you more. Sending yours. But I see now there's no constant concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? So Valtteri is the senior, and he's fled to Mount Gold. It is a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I could do to help, you just need to say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristal. To begin, we request your people's permission to reconnaissance the area. If we are to confront Valtteri, you must find a way to reach Mount Gold. Of course, you hardly need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we don't have much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Excuse you. I'll stop yawning tonight. I may make this an early stream because I am very tired from work. Another half a soul that Alpha is saved from more danger I see. Some things never change. By any rate, it seems a brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Pendeno and I are going to scout the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, very well then. Just take care out there. Oh my gosh, I am yawning. That's Scree? Is that the name of the area? Scree. Cree. Cree. You know what that word is from? 10 points to you. The path to virtues. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you be so kind to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way in a short while. Okay. Let's go over. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys. You down this heat just freaking killed me. Now I wonder if that's a boss mob. Like a regular enemy? Yep, regular enemy. Nice resolve. Bonus for streaming time, guys. I've only been streaming now, but I'm very tired. Survey the area. Ah, here we go. Actually, I should kill this one first. Oh, yeah. Survey the area. Now we're at the Speaking Palisade. The music here is cool. Let's see, what do you got to share with the group? There's that freaking place we need to go to.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
Yeah. I did too.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are.
My cool.
Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it?
Yes, it is.
If I were forced, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
You're gonna do what America does. Every wealthy billionaire. Bribery.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
Yeah, that's weird.
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes.
Oh.
I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
It seems flying is off the table.
Yep.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course.
By boat. Never tried by boat. I mean, that's
Master
sarcastic.
Alphino waiteth for us at Top Run. Thither should we make our way.
We're going to speak to LSA. Alright, I think I'm just going to take the truck over there quicker. And I am getting really tired. I apologize if I not want to do a longer stream, but working on this heat is really just kicking my butt. I literally fell asleep standing up at work. Okay, that's a regular monologue, so let's say, wow, that's a badass mob. Oops. How far away was I? Jeez. And there's no crystal I can port to. Oh, you crashed it. That's how tired I am. Huh, I didn't expect you to see Chas here. Chas. So I suppose it's both in the rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our the next basic little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gold. For this, we need to put all this heads together. Alright. Ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between. I am gonna cut this stream short. Unfortunately, I'm really tired of this game, and I'm really gonna actually sleep on stream. So, I'm not gonna embarrass myself, and I'm just gonna call it a night. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Shadowbringers MSQ, and I apologize for the audio lag in the beginning of the stream. So, that being said, thank you. Have a good night, and look after one another.